ladies and gentlemen. How about them Cowboys? That's right. How about them Cowboys? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Prime Time, aka Flowswell, bringing you another. I guess you can call this a mini podcast because it's not really a full episode, but it's a prime time podcast to me because I'm gonna talk about the Cowboys once again. How about them Cowboys? Cowboys with a big win, 44-20 over the Giants. It's a rivalry game, if you will. It's a division game, so it means even more. But before I talk more about the game, I really want to send thoughts, prayers, well wishes to Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones. Man, who else went out for them? Kenny Galladay, he went out too. Um, the Daniel Jones injury from someone who's had a concussion before, it did not look good. Luckily, he was able to walk. I mean, I know they carted him off eventually, but I'm glad he was even able to even get up and walk. I'm glad it wasn't one of those type of concussions where the guy just lays there and then you think the absolute worst. Um, hopefully he'll be back soon. I like winning games. Look, if you're looking in the corner, they're actually showing the video. But I like winning games. But I'm as a Cowboy fan, but I never want to see anybody get hurt. Just from the love of the sport. You know what I mean? Like I want to see everybody be at their best. I don't want to see anybody getting hurt. That it takes away a lot from the game. And it puts a big emphasis on these safety protocols that the NFL's been going through. Like I said, that shot that Daniel Jones took, I know it was quote unquote helmet to helmet, but he initiated the contact, which is why the flag didn't go. But and that was more like a bang bang type of situations. Like it wasn't like the defender led with the crown of the helmet or with his helmet in general. Saquon just stepped on somebody's ankle and his just ballooned up. Him just coming back from the injury he had last year. I was expecting big things out of Saquon. Even as a Cowboy fan, I was watching the Giants. I'm not the biggest Danny Dimes fan by no means, but I figured they would be interesting to watch. I always feel like they're the second best team in the division, and that's because one, I will never want to see the football team because they don't have a name for all you Washington fans. Um, I always want them to be last between them and Philly because Philly I just can't stand because they're the most they trash. I can't stand Philly. Philly's just one of those teams that like I get it the competitive nature that they are, but at this point it wouldn't even surprise me if they were saying F. Ben Simmons in the middle of their football game because that's just how Philly fans are, man. They do not care. They are very passionate, but that passion is kind of trashy sometimes. So yeah, back to the game. The Cowboys executed really well. I'm not even gonna lie, I was kind of nervous early. There was a couple of miscues, if you will, with not being able to hold on to the ball. Dak's one pick wasn't a big thing. I mean, the ball got tipped. It happens. But the fumbles was a thing. Tony Pollard got upended, so I wasn't really too upset about that one. But and plus we recovered it. And like I said, Dak had one too. But overall, like I said, it was a good game from the Cowboys. Like I said, injury depleted Giants team. You just knew once players started going down, and it was just a matter of time before the rubber hit the road, if you will, and they wouldn't have the talent. Not that they had the talent, in my opinion, anyway, to beat the Cowboys, but they weren't gonna have the talent to beat the Cowboys. Um, Dak with a nice performance, 22 of 32, 302, three touchdowns. Got sacked twice. Cedric Wilson had a touchdown, but he underthrew it on his gadget play. Mike Glennon came in 16, 25, 196. As a guy who's a backup, he came in and he didn't play bad. He just he wasn't prepared to come in that game. Nobody he didn't have a slight exclusion coming in that game. You know, Danny Dimes was supposed to be playing. Um, Same thing for Devontae Booker. He probably didn't expect to get 16 carries today, but he got 42 yards. He did his thing for a little bit. So I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and pretend like the Giants backups didn't play good. They just didn't play up to the expectations of the starters. As far as the Cowboys go, man, we know our bread and butter, man. Like I'm glad Dak is slinging the rock. He's looking impressive. He's looking like dark horse MVP, to be honest with you. I know that's kind of early, and I'm not saying become a Cowboy fan. That legitimately looks like a dark horse MVP. I'm not putting him up there. I still think it'd be Kyler Murray at this point. Kyler Murray, Tom Brady, maybe even Justin Herbert. That he's been impressive. He's a dark horse of mine. Um, I'm not gonna go into my little conversation about that. I'll wait till a little bit, maybe like mid-season, to do like a mid-season who's gonna be what award. Um, Back to the Cowboys game. Ezekiel and Tony Pollard, man, what a 1-2 combination when it comes to running that ball, man. Like they I'm glad because I was worried. I was worried because the Cowboys have a history of where that backup running back starts to look more formidable than the starting running back. I think I probably said it in a previous video if you watched the other little primetime podcast or mini cast, whatever. I'm gonna start calling these mini casts. Um, but with Marion Barber and Marco Murray, we've always had the backup guy show up. He looks better than the starting guy. We end up not paying the starting guy. He goes somewhere else. We run the backup guy for like 2 or 3 years, and yada yada yada. But anyway, no, the Cowboys have a very impressive 1-2 punch in the running game now with Ezekiel and Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard's good at catching the ball. He's not necessarily a scat back because he's got he's got the juice. You know what I mean? He's like Zeke, but not being Zeke. If that makes any sense. Like if you watch, you know what I'm saying. But like he has a very similar running style to Ezekiel Elliott in terms of patience, but he's also got that juice. You know what I mean? Like he might be faster than Zeke now. I ain't gonna say Zeke has lost a step because I mean he still got he still got some burners on him, man. But they look good. Like I said, the running game did what they were supposed to do. As far as receiving go, what more can I say about CeeDee Lamb, man? Like he had an off game last week, but hey, he came right back to doing what he was supposed to do, making big catches and putting that ball and going down the field with it, man. Had a big touchdown, 49-yard touchdown, where he just smoked the DB, man. It wasn't even close. Dalton Schultz, I know I talked shit about him last time on the last episode, but he is becoming very, very consistent. And I guess that's what you need in your offensive scheme. If you're going to do something other than running the ball down their throat the whole game, you got to be able to excuse me. You got to be able to have consistency. So that way, you can keep a balanced team. So that was very impressive. I'm impressed. Maury Cooper had an ankle injury or didn't have an ankle injury. I don't know. He came on the field. He kind of got hit in the ankle, walked it off, came back on the field, walked it back off. So it was kind of interesting to see how he played out. But he played a good game too. As far as the Giants go, Evan Ingram, he's getting back into his old form. I remember Evan Ingram. I'm a fantasy player, so I trust me. I keep up with these players. So I'm good. I'm glad to see he's coming back in form. Not against the Cowboys. He can do it against everybody else but the Cowboys. Kadarius Toney, 10 for $189. I don't know where he came from. I think they say he's a rookie, but he is gonna be special, buddy, because he's another one of those guys that you just want to put. He's like CeeDee Lamb, where you just want to put the ball in his hand and let him do his thing. But he also, he really ain't got no hands because I don't know if y'all seen it, but Kadarius Toney got ejected. Let me see. I might see if I can slide the video, see if I can get it to play. If it'll play. Let's see if I can full screen it real quick. Ugh, that looks so gross. That looks terrible. But hopefully it'll clear up in a second. Oh, sweet. But you see Kadarius Toney right here, man. Well, watch this swing, man. He pulls the glove and he completely, realistically, he whiffed on that punch, man. That was not a solid punch. Good move. Now look at that move. That move was very impressive. But Like I said, he gets up, he pulls the glove up, something he about to do, boom, and he completely did. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I guess you don't want to hit it with your fist anyway because you could break a finger. But I mean, that was not a punch of I'd be worried. You know what I mean? It ain't like he was. You know what I mean? Wasn't like a Cortland Finnegan when he got stuck or whatever. You know what I mean? By Andre Johnson. You know what I mean? Because Andre was gonna try to knock him out. He would have knocked him out through the helmet if he wouldn't have ripped it off. But yeah. So yeah, Kadarius Toney though, very promising young guy. You know, I think he was like I said, I think he was a rookie this year. Um, I will be interested to see what he picks up going forward, especially because I'm assuming Danny Dimes is not gonna play next week. I mean, he could pass concussion protocol, but I feel like if he doesn't, we know who Mike Glenn is gonna throw the ball to. It's gonna be Evan Ingram, maybe Devontae Booker, Kenny Galladay if he comes back, but definitely Kadarius Toney, man. If you playing fantasy football, he might be a good guy to kind of snatch up right now if he can. And we're gonna talk about the Dallas defense, man. Michael Parsons, it's he's if he doesn't get defensive rookie of the year, please in the comment section let me know who it should be. Cause every game it's like he's gonna get a total of at least 8 to 11 tackles. He's gonna hit the quarterback. He's gonna try to get sacks. He's gonna make plays that are going to change the game. There was a play where before I want to say it was before um Danny Dimes got hurt, or it might have been after. But New York was on in the red zone. They were like on like the 5, and he made 2 big tackles to keep them out the end zone. It was very very impressive. Um, Osa Odigizua. From here on out, if you ever hear me refer to him, I'm gonna start calling him Diggy. You dig? Well, I can't even call him that because it's already a dig on the team. Because Trayvon Diggs, Lord have mercy, is Trayvon Diggs gonna be like Diggs Island? I don't know because right now, if you throw the ball in his general direction, he gonna pick it off. He is going to pick. He's looking like the most shut down corner in the league right now, and it's not even close. Like I don't know who out here looking like this, but I mean he has more interceptions by himself than most teams. You know what I mean? So he's putting himself in a category of this is the island now. This is the new Trayvon Island, Diggs Island, you dig, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it. It's impressive. It is very, very he's putting the league on notice that you do not he's gonna I hope I mean, you know, as a Cowboy fan, I hope he keeps getting numbers because I know he wants to get numbers, but at the same time, he about to have that Dion effect where he just don't even throw the ball to his side of the field because you know what's coming, man. Like he's that freaking talented, man. He can shadow any route. He doesn't get beat deep, and when you think you got to beat, he's got that extra gear to even speed up to make plays like he did in this interception that he had today. Go check it out if you get a chance. Watch Cowboy highlights on YouTube. Um, who else? What else is there worth talking about on the defensive side? Randy Gregory. Just the pressure he brings is just he didn't have any tackles. It's just the pressure, just the fact that you got to watch out for him, man. It's very, very impressive. Very impressive game by him from the fact that he didn't even have to do anything. He was just a presence. And you can tell he's going to be that leader on the defense, but also Trayvon Diggs. Let's see. As far as the Giants defensively go, I mean, they gave up 44 points. Now, granted, one of them was a pick six. Shout out to Anthony Brown because he's also not a bad cornerback. But I mean, you know, to have two lockdowns is very reminiscent of a legion. You know what I mean? A legion. I'm not gonna say the rest of it because I ain't put them in that category yet because that was a historically great defense all the way around the books. But they're very Legion-esque. How about that? Legion Light Legion, whatever you want to call it, man. But yeah, as far as special teams go, Greg the leg, 3 for 3, 5 for 5 on extra points. Can't really be mad at him. Like I said, overall a good game from Greg the leg. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, the league is ran by offense. And buddy, Dallas is those 44 points. I mean, even if you want to take away that one touchdown from Anthony Brown, they're a very lethal scoring offense. And I mean, like I said, once again, like I said in all my other videos, I am proud of the fact that one, I'm not saying this team is going to the big one, but I'm proud of the fact that ever since that Tampa Bay game, which I've had people come up to me and tell me the Cowboys should have won that game, but they have played up to that standard every week. They have lived up to that type of team. It's like they know how good they are, and they're not gonna fall in. Hopefully, they don't fall into the hype. I hope they don't fall into the hype. Ignore everybody talking. Just one game at a time. But they are proving that if they play up to their potential, they are just as talented offensively. I ain't gonna say defensively because Tampa Bay, it's a monster over there in Tampa Bay. Even though they've kind of fallen apart because Richard Sherman's playing now. We ain't gonna talk about that just yet. But the Cowboys are playing very well. Now, I'm sure the Stephen A. Smiths of the world are going to say, hey, it's okay. Let Dallas do what they want to do because they're just an accident waiting to happen. And I mean, for the most part, hey, that is how the Cowboys have been structured. They're an accident waiting to happen. But I will tell you this, if we're just taking this one game at a time and we're looking at this team right now, this team looks very, very well. Very, very playoff bound right now. Going, after 5 weeks. Very, very playoff bound. One of the better teams in the NFC. Period. And it's, I ain't gonna lie. It's nice to have a crappy division around us where, hey, we ain't really got to do that much to be better than the rest of these guys because the rest of these teams suck. We're just more talented than everybody in that division, and it shows. So, like I said, I'm pretty proud of the Cowboys right now, man. They're living up to not only what their expectations are, not as a Cowboy fan, but it's how they're supposed to be. They're supposed to run this division. Say what you want about the Giants. Say what you want about the Eagles. Say what you want about the football team. Say what you want to say about them teams. They have been slowly trying to build up to what Dallas has had for like the last 4 years now. I believe that's how long, 5, whatever. How long Zeke and Dak been on the team now? 4 or 5 years. They've been trying to live up to those teams have been trying to build to get there. Washington still does not have a quarterback, and if they do, we don't know who he is right now. The Eagles, they struggling just to figure it all out because they don't know if Jalen Hurts is the guy or not. Danny Dimes speaks for itself. Not to say he got hurt today. Like I said, please get better, Daniel. But ain't nobody worried about Daniel Jones like that. Y'all know y'all won't worry about it. Giants fans or halfway don't even want Daniel Jones now. But like I said, the Cowboys are living up to the expectation of being the best team in this division. And because they are living up to that, knowing that they're the best team in this division, they are also in the process of also looking like the team that, guess what? It's supposed to be really, really good and be a playoff problem for somebody. Um, I haven't went through the whole schedule yet. I'm not sure who they play next week. If you give me a second, though, I will take a second to look it up for you. But the Cowboys are living up to what I thought they could be. Because as far as talent goes, it's hard. I don't care how much you don't like the Cowboys. It's hard to say that they're not talented. Like, they are very, very talented. Like I said, if oh, that's another thing I want to talk about before I even think about who they're playing next, which I'll talk about it since I got it pulled up. Kellen Moore. Oh God, please pay him. I mean, he was, I don't know if you know his story, but he was a quarterback for Boise State back when Boise State was like the team to watch when they were putting up like an average of like 44 points a game. Um, and they were just like monsters, but they never could like win a national championship. But they ran like a lot of gadget plays and things like that. Kellen Moore's dad, I believe, was also a coach or is a coach still. And you can tell that he's his by his play calling or his plays, if you will, that he's very, very intricate. Uh, the trick play to get Zeke is that catching touchdown where Tony Pollard runs down before the snap, or motion, if you will, motions before the snap. It's a fake handoff, and Zeke's wide open on the right hand side of the field and just goes in with the ease. Um, that's Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is looking like he's going now. The question is Kellen Moore a good offensive coordinator versus Kellen Moore going to be a good head coach? Because me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of McCarthy. McCarthy's looked good, but he's also had Hall of Fame Brett Favre and Hall of Fame Aaron Rodgers. Not to say that I'm not putting Dak Prescott in the Hall of Fame. He hadn't won near. I mean, record wise, he won a lot, but he ain't won anything enough for me to be like he's a Hall of Fame bound quarterback today. Um, that's just my personal opinion. But I would like to see if Kellen Moore could be the head coach. I'm sure there's talks within the organization that if McCarthy, unless McCarthy wins the Super Bowl, which we will probably, you know, me personally, I'll give it to Kellen Moore. But um, if McCarthy goes, Kellen Moore should be the next man up. He should be the next man up to take the Dallas Cowboy head coaching job. That's just my personal feeling about it. I feel like Kellen Moore is a great play caller as well, though. He's definitely not the clapper because the Giants got him. How's that been working for you at 1-4? But yeah, I'm happy about the fact that Kellen Moore's a good offensive coordinator. Whether that translates to being a good head coach or not, I don't know because Kellen Moore is kind of like in the same age range as like all our current stars. So maybe there's a different type of respect that he'll receive because he is, I guess, one of the guys really. Because I mean, he was the backup quarterback before Dak Prescott had started for the Cowboys. He just happened to get hurt, and then Dak Prescott moved to number two. Then Romo got hurt, which led to Dak Prescott starting. So I mean, Kellen Moore is he's very young, if you will. Um, and what can I say about Dan Quinn? Dan Quinn has got this defense playing on a whole different level. I mean, they were terrible last year, god awful terrible. But this year, Cowboys defense is looking good. I'm very impressed. I mean, this is the guy who squandered it, in Atlanta, and he kind of made some moves here and there, but he looks good as a defensive coordinator as for the Cowboys. I definitely don't want him as a head coach. Like I said, if I'm looking, 4 years down the road, I'm just gonna say 4 or 5 years. I'd rather have Kellen Moore if we can afford to pay Kellen Moore to not go to another team. Because if the Cowboys keep looking this good, guess what? Kellen Moore's gonna get paid, and he might get paid to go somewhere else. Hopefully, he don't go to a college though. But I know some coordinators do that to get their pedigree up, and then they come back to the NFL. But I feel like he has a good chance of being a head coach in the NFL, the way he's doing things now. Speaking of next week, Cowboys play at 4:25 on Sunday, 10-17, Brick Squad. For those who know what I mean, leave a like in the like or leave a comment saying Brick Squad. But Cowboys will be playing the Patriots. Mac Jones and Bill Belichick versus Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott. So I mean, should it be a Cowboy win? I don't know. It's on the road. I don't know. Cowboys or have only lost. The only game they lost has been on the road. So this could be one of those teams that is only good at home because we know how those teams can be. They're good at home and they're shitty on the road. Um, and we also know like Amari Cooper doesn't show up on the road. Well, last year he didn't. I don't know, but like I said, this team is very different. So hopefully they'll continue this pace. Like I said, I'm very interested how they'll do against the Patriots, but you never know. They do have Dallas as a -3.5 favorite. So, for all my gamblers out there, if you want to put that in. So yeah, I will definitely get with you guys next week for the mini cast for the Dallas Cowboys, win or lose. Like I said, I did miss 1 week. I forgot why I missed it. I think I was sick. But yeah, I missed 1 week and I do apologize. Other than that though, hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you don't, it's cool. Subscribe if you like as well. Leave a comment. Anything that you do, just the fact that you even watched the video, even to this point, I want you to let you know I appreciate it. I just appreciate the fact that you even took the time out to even watch this. Hopefully you guys have. Wait, I'm sorry. I forgot one thing. How about them Cowboys award? My little mini trophy that you will. Who gets the mini trophy from me that, is irrelevant, that they don't even know about? Who gets the How About Them Cowboys award? None other than I gotta give it. I gotta give it to Zeke, because Zeke looked good for the second week in a row. But it's gonna be two people to get it. Ezekiel Elliott and Diggs Island. Cause Trayvon Diggs, he about that. He's about that. So those are my awards that's going out for the game. Like I said, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please comment. Please subscribe. Please like if you feel like it. Either way, though, if you don't, it's cool. Not a big thing. But I do appreciate the fact that you even took time to watch the video to this point. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will talk to you guys next week. I will also be putting out other content throughout the week as well. Like I said, this past week was kind of interesting because I actually had some more family and friend issues come about, but I will make sure I get those things done. Like I said, if not, you will definitely see me on Sunday when the Cowboys get off, or Monday, depending on when you watch this video. So one last time, how about them Cowboys? Anyway, thanks guys. Hope you appreciate the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate the fact that you even listened. Hope you guys have a great day, great week, great month of October. You guys take it easy. Peace.